Every post is a signal. Give it fuel. BoostEggs, the social value layer.
Let's go.
DeOrganized media keeps the mind share. Growing in the morning with peace and GP. Keep you knowing the alpha keeps flowing. The hunters tools they be showing. The AI Gale keeps them in clips that be glowing. Consistent on the daily, they bring Bitcoin news. Ethereum, Solana, and stacks and other L2s. Showcasing new projects and giving you clues. Just do your own research and don't give us abuse. When the people are informed, peace brings on the chat. Spotlighting guests and filling.
Good morning, my friends. It's your old pal Peace Love Music with another episode of the Let's Go Good Morning Show, brought to you live by DeOrganized Media in partnership with our amazing friends at Bitcoin Live Decentralized Broadcasting. It is Thursday. We already got over the hump yesterday. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Thursday, 2 more days left to crush the week. Get out there and make them a good one. Lots to get into today, so we'll get through it real quick. Friendly reminder, this is a news show. We're providing news and information, some education, some entertainment, but never financial advice. Always do your own research. Never invest money you cannot afford to lose. That being said, take a look at the numbers this morning. Bitcoin coming in under 88, down 2.4%. We got a lot of red in the market after the Fed, as expected, did not cut rates. However, fear and greed is still static. So I think these are kind of what the market was generally expecting. It's not a huge sell-off, a little bit of a correction. Ethereum is just under 3,000 now, down 3%. Stacks, where's Stacks at? Stacks is all the way down at number 85, down 2%, under 30 cents, retesting that 29-cent range like we talked about last week. And that's about where that's at. Let's take a look at stable. What is stable? That doesn't even make sense. Why would you name it stable? Dumb. I would not touch this with a 10-foot pole, and I don't know what it is. Tell me if I'm wrong, fam. We got gold and stablecoin are the only ones that are going up. Maybe a couple of others. I really don't know what's going on with Canton, but they seem to have had a decent run in the midst of a rough market. So either way overhyped and pumped, or maybe there's something there. I don't know. But I'd rather put my money in Bitcoin and Bitcoin-related ecosystems, stacks. Just my opinion. Fear and greed at 38. And why don't we take a look at Tenero? Might be an ugly day. I'm not sure how it's going to look. I haven't looked at this yet. But I do like to use Tenero to go do my research and see what's going on in the Stacks ecosystem. Well, at least the founder's cat is having an okay day. They had a big correction yesterday, like 20%. So we're up 5% this morning. That is great news. I know we just re-upped some funding for Find2Earn rounds moving forward with Leo. So we do have that going for us as well. But it does look like generally the market's a little soft. None of these are really down big. 3.5% down is the biggest with Nasty. That's unfortunate. Oh no, actually Dog. Wow, Dog's on sale this morning. That's interesting. If you're looking to accumulate, might be an okay idea there. Let's take a look at the news. I didn't set this one up right. So let me take care. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We can do it that way. Let's see. So we got Bitcoin versus gold. Key differences that could position BTC for a big rally. I'm not sure if I get these out of order here. So let me And mouse is doing that thing where it's like getting a little like slow and skippy because I have too many apps running because I'm running OBS to try to do some cool stuff and also have all these tabs open for the news and everything. And it's just getting to be a little bit. I have a brand new machine as of May. It is just a laptop though. So anyway, we'll see. Despite short-term weakness, analysts argue Bitcoin's structural advantages over gold remain compelling. BTC offers fixed supply, instant global settlement, and censorship resistance, features gold can't match. Historically, Bitcoin has lagged during early risk-off phases, but outperformed once liquidity conditions improve. Today's divergence may be temporary rather than terminal for Bitcoin's long-term rally potential. Everything's not working right. All right. Just a little bit. I think I'm using up my taxing my let me just do something real quick here. Yeah, my RAM's up. Oh, all right. Remind me later. That's something that might be slowing me down. Ugh. It's tough to be a producer. Bitcoin is under pressure today as capital rotates into traditional hard assets. Oil, gold, and silver are all rallying. This is short term, by the way, while BT slips toward $87,800. It's back up a little bit higher than that, I believe. This reflects broader macro caution, with investors favoring assets tied more directly to inflation, hedging, and geopolitical uncertainty. While Bitcoin is often framed as digital gold, its risk asset behavior still dominates during periods of tightening financial conditions. The key takeaway: this isn't a crypto-specific collapse, but a macro-driven risk reset. That's what's going on. Bitcoin is still speculative. That's why there's an opportunity there. Gold is also an opportunity because it's been suppressed, and eventually when times of turmoil come, it spikes like this. And friendly reminder to everybody, nobody ever went broke taking profits. Nobody ever went broke taking profits. Midweek trading delivered a split verdict for crypto ETFs as they flip green, with Ethereum going $28 million in net inflows, but Bitcoin keeps bleeding. While Bitcoin's ETFs continue to bleed, Ethereum's ETFs recorded $28 million in net inflows, a notable divergence. This suggests institutions may be selectively positioning rather than exiting crypto altogether. My eyes, I'm old. Ethereum's role in tokenization, stablecoin, and on-chain finance could be attracting capital, even as broader sentiment remains cautious. See how that goes. World Liberty Financial's USD1 tops $5 billion market cap as Trump meme coin stumbles. People still buying that meme coin. That's crazy. World Liberty Financial's USD1 stablecoin has surpassed a $5 billion market cap, highlighting sustained demand for dollar-backed crypto assets. At the same time, a Trump-themed meme coin tied to the ecosystem has stumbled, reinforcing the contrast between speculative hype and utility-driven adoption. Capital is clearly choosing function over narrative. Function over narrative. However, right now, my preferred dollar stablecoin is USDC. It's got the most broad functionality out of all of them. It does seem to have the most stable backing, and it's available on Bitcoin via Stacks, USDC X on Stacks. So USDC is the way to go for stablecoins, in my opinion, not USD1. To each their own though. Investors accuse Seri Network of $100 million fraud and token dump scheme in lawsuit against Siri Network. Investors have filed a lawsuit accusing Siri Network of a $100 million fraud and coordinated token dump. The allegations center on misrepresentation, insider selling, and governance failures. This case underscores ongoing transparency risk in parts of crypto market and serves as a reminder that not all projects survive increased regulatory and legal scrutiny. The less scrutiny and regulatory around a project, the more risk. The less it's being looked at, the more likely the actors are going to take advantage of it not being looked at. That's why I gravitate towards projects that went the extra mile and got, SEC backing to be an approved security when they first launched, like Stacks, and are building on the number one crypto asset that everybody wants, Bitcoin, and the main chain there. So, to each their own. And there's definitely good actors and bad actors everywhere. Make sure that what you're getting into, you know who you're getting into bed with. That's what I would say. Let's take a look at Bitflow. I just want to remind everybody, Bitflow is the number one DEX on Stacks. They aggregate the best prices on Alex, Arcadico, Velar, and more. Giving you the best swap rates for Bitcoin, SBTC, USDC, STX, SIP10 tokens, Runes tokens, Dog, Billy Cat, and more, all in one place. That's happening at Bitflow.finance. We're super excited about the HODLMM dynamic liquidity market maker that they will be launching within weeks, as I'm told by one of the founders, Diego May. So it is coming. I am actually one of the testers on that project. I love what they're working on there. I think it's going to be a huge benefit to the entire Stacks ecosystem, providing better liquidity across the ecosystem through Bitflow and their dynamic market maker, a liquidity market maker on Stacks. We're talking about zero slippage on swaps on Stacks for Bitcoin and USDC. So Bitcoin to USDC, potentially zero slippage on your price at Bitflow. With that, I know I went through the news so fast. GP's probably in the whatever morning space. Let me actually check something real quick. I think the boys are coming in. And just get rid of these news things because I'm not using up all of my data, and I just want to check something out. That's not what I want to do. Just share something with you guys real quick. So one of the things Stacks has been working on, main focus, is creating the institutional grade Bitcoin infrastructure for expanding Bitcoin functionality. The main chain is obviously the value of the main chain for Bitcoin is undeniable. Everything does revert back to Bitcoin. We all know that, but the functionality layer has to be built beyond that, but also to the point of functionality and security, but also always finalize on Bitcoin. And there's a lot of projects that are working towards that. Stacks has been doing it since they first came out, since it was Blockstack, and for years. And they have really, really gotten it right on a number of levels to the point where there's a lot of adoption coming, a lot of projects coming into the ecosystem and starting to adopt some of the tools based on the institutional grade infrastructure that's been built out here. So in this post here, we're talking about Fortify HQ. One MPC wallet for treasury management, and they are building on stacks. They have here's what Josh Schwartz, founder of Fortify, has said. Our commitment to SBTC represents a key step in supporting the growth of institutional adoption within the Bitcoin ecosystem. Together, we're providing secure, scalable solutions that empower institutional investors to engage with the rapidly evolving Bitcoin DeFi space and unlock its potential. So, institutional investors are starting to have opportunities as we're seeing the market adjust and become more and more integrated with institutional investors and more and more adopting of Bitcoin. They're going to need to find ways to make yield on that Bitcoin, to make accumulating more Bitcoin attractive to all the people involved. So Stacks is building that out, and that's going to provide a lot of opportunity for liquidity to come into the Stacks ecosystem. However, and there's a lot of people that will tell you that maybe the ecosystem's too focused on this, and I don't think that that's an unfair criticism. I think that that's reasonable to suggest that part of the focus on the development has been too narrow on building out DeFi infrastructure. And I totally agree that it needs to be, it's a hugely important factor. If we're not getting liquidity into the ecosystem and then we're not attracting the financial part of this, the rest is going to be really, really hard to build. But I think there's a lack of focus on, or there needs to be a renewed focus on the development of applications that are attractive to users, that are going to generate transactional volume, and onboard more non-crypto native users into good and enjoyable experiences that are that's all they're here for, is the good and enjoyable experience. And they don't even really realize that the rails that's built on has to do with crypto. And so we really need more development to that end. And does everything have to be decentralized? No. Does everything have to be on chain? No. But the more we can find ways to create value on chain, the more we can actually get a more holistic ecosystem flywheel, so to speak. Like, you can't have only DeFi and grow an ecosystem because it doesn't transact, and there's not enough transactional volume. There's not enough attention gained consistently and continually. So we need more by way of broader development in the ecosystem. So that's my opinion. That's just what I wanted to share about that. I love the strides Stacks has been making, by the way. I am hugely optimistic about the future of the ecosystem, and I know we're going to get it right. But there is work to do. And I think part of that is making sure we're paying proper attention to where it needs to be. With that, I think we're going to bring on the homies. Hana was here for a second. Oh, what did I do? How did that happen? How did I do that?
I don't know. That's different, Peace. That's something straight.
and I froze you. Dang. I'm not sure. Oh, and now Hana's dropping in. Let's see if Hana's back. Oh, that's GP. Oh, your name is now 3 Hana, because Hana had dropped in and fell out. Now there's 2 3 Hanas, but I know who the real 3 Hana is.
Yeah, see, will the real 300 please stand up?
There he is.
Yo.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys. How are you guys doing?
What's
today?
happening, G's? Hope you're well. Hope you're good. What's up, Peace? What's up, GP?
What's up?
Doing all right. Getting the
In the flash.
I don't know if you guys caught it, but I actually am starting to use OBS and the OBS
good.
virtual camera.
Nice.
So instead of
Oh, good, oh,
actually
good,
doing a
geez.
replay, so I think the new model, and I'd love some input from anybody that has an opinion. But when we go live in the morning, and I'm gonna probably create a playlist loop for the songs to play in the background instead of just having one playing. But I can actually show like the trading view, trading on Bitcoin and stacks, and just have that up on screen
Oh, I
with
saw that. I saw that yesterday.
yeah, I did that this morning again too, and that's using OBS, so I can have extra cameras. I can pop back in. I was actually using OBS to overlay it over the Powell speech in the conference yesterday to kind of show people could watch along what's going on with the price while he's talking and stuff like
Right.
that. So that was an interesting develop. You know, we're building our processes still. We're still building the plane in the air. We're gonna, you know. I feel like we're on the advent of another leap. I don't know exactly where it's coming from yet, but I can kind of feel the energy coming for DeOrganized. I'm talking about. I'm not sure, but crypto might need another couple months, to be honest.
I'm feeling like we're one catalyst news away from new piece away from you know, just like a major like explosion in alts and Bitcoin and cryptocurrency assets. Like I feel like I don't know what it is, but I feel it in my bones. Like I'm an uber bull. Like I'm always perma bullish. So I don't know if that's just my bias or, you know, the conviction that I have in what we're building here. But yeah, like I don't know, something standing out to me on the STX chart. Like it just feels like before we had our, you know, run up to 384. I'm seeing like a fractal on the chart. Here, let me pull it up. It's easier to explain.
Pull it up
whenever I have this pulled up. So I'm on the daily chart here for STX, and I noticed that this pattern here from right before our big run up, you know, our last run up from where we're at to about you know, $3.84. It looks very, very similar to the price action that we're having right now. You know, we had this you know, move down, and then if I zoom in a little bit here, you can see, and let me get rid of this.
It does look the pattern rhymes.
Yeah, it rhymes, dude. There's a little capitulation wick here, and then another one right there. You know, and last time we saw this pattern play out, this is between you know, March 23 and
that's when I first got into stacks. I bought my first stacks around this price, this dip.
Right. So it looks exactly the same. Like it's got a very similar pattern.
It was not a heavy buy, by the way. And then I spent most of it on NFTs that are worthless.
Relatable. I get it. I did the same thing. So it just had this little plateau, and then it went sideways, and then kind of curved out and made a handle here, and then boom, took off. We're seeing something similar in price action here. It got the handles, bro. Take a look at the
handles. Got handles.
This is where we're at right now. You know, it pulled back, made this little plateau-looking pattern here. Had a capitulation wick. There's one here as well, and then back down, and then making, I don't know, man, they look very, very similar. Like you take a look at that, like they look very similar, man. So I don't know, it may be a fractal playing out, but last time he did something like this, you know,
similar. I mean, if I was gonna like scrutinize, there's you know, you have a longer decline in the first one on the first move down, and then you also have a different slightly trajectory on that bottom one. So there's some differences, but they definitely rhyme. They definitely have a similar pattern from what I'm seeing here. So number one, I don't know if you guys heard what I was talking about, but the focus of the ecosystem is on bringing in liquidity. And there's definitely been some exodus of community members that are getting kind of, I think, bored, and some of the things that are going on are tedious, and there's not enough for them to do here that's really engaging, because they don't have a ton of money to put into DeFi, and they're not playing with DeFi on a regular basis, and there's less community engagement. There's less going on with the meme tokens, okay? And that's really the point, is the meme coin communities have kind of gone quiet because there's not much going on for them right now. And so that's justifying what this capitulation move is. There's just less engagement. But we do have this liquidity likely coming into the ecosystem over the next 6 to 12 months. That's on itself, without a lot of community engagement, will drive price. It absolutely will. Should. I don't want to. I'm not making promises. I'm not a financial advisor. I cannot tell you guys what will happen, but I'm predicting that should Stacks be successful in their courting of liquidity through these tremendous institutional grade Bitcoin infrastructure that they're building, should they be? I love that mug, by the way. What's that image on there?
It's a Jolly Roger with a baker's hat on it, and it's a place that we have local here called Vicious Biscuit.
Vicious Biscuit. Vicious Biscuit should absolutely be giving GP some free meals for his non-shameless, but quite. Mine's just a big ass. This is my big ass mug.
I like your big ass mug. And
mine is bigger.
Yes, you have the biggest one out of all of us. Look at you.
You need the most hydration.
Mine is transparent coffee. Yeah.
Oh, it's
this is some lemon ginger tea because I got the sniffles, and it got real cold where I'm at. It must be frozen where you're at.
Oh, it's been like that. In the teens, it's super cold. Actually, it's real cold because I didn't make a fire this morning because I didn't have time. I'm so tired. I don't have time to do anything. I have real estate stuff going on that I'm like behind on. I was literally at my computer until like 9 o'clock last night, which is you guys know that's late for old Peace. I'm usually in bed by then. I was up until a little bit after 10 because I couldn't go to sleep right away because it's just crazy. So I told him, but it's cold. I haven't had time to make the fire. I had to take care of the Wonder Puppy also. Like, the snow on the ground is messing with him.
Oh, you don't like it.
Well, he loves it actually, but I think it's making him hard. It's hard for him to do his business because he's finding a location and he gets distracted, and and I think there's just something in that. He's out of his element, and he's overstimulated, and he's getting more aggressive from it. So, like, Mrs. Peace Love, by the way, huge shout out to Mrs. Peace Love. She does, like, she doesn't like dogs. She didn't want a dog. I kind of made a unilateral decision in getting that puppy actually, and it was probably not my best move. But she gets it, like, because I have all of this going on in the morning, which wasn't actually the case when we first got the puppy back in like March, almost a year. Man, it's almost been a year since we got the Wonder Puppy.
That's
crazy. But she takes him out in the morning, and normally he's okay, but on occasion, like, he's been getting better, but now, like, the last week with the snow, he's just getting more and more aggressive. So I had to take him out. I wasn't gonna and he's just getting aggressive, and, like, putting him in his crate, taking him out of his crate. He's being real hard for everybody.
So you mean us all men buy things that our wifey don't like? Just bulldozing ourselves to buying stuff.
Yes. Sometimes it's better to
ask for forgiveness.
I wanted. Well,
easier to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission.
GP, let me give you some real good advice.
Please do.
You can never admit to doing something wrong.
Oh,
when you did
exactly. You're always right, bro. You're
Double
always right.
down.
Like these
If
little
you
toys.
do, you will be
These
wrong.
little
If you don't dangle the dongle, you cannot apologize for dangling the dongle. Can't do it.
You know, there are some of the gadgets that I do buy, but I don't have to apologize. But with the face, that she didn't like this move. But
Yes.
I'll be just I'll just bulldoze myself. Like I don't have to explain myself. Even the time that I bought the machine, I just had to reduce the price. You just tell the price a little lower. You don't tell the actual price, bro.
Yeah, or just you avoid that conversation because you don't want to necessarily say something that's untrue and get caught in that
Yeah,
quagmire.
exactly.
But you do want to make sure that you're not getting into a heated conversation if you can avoid it as well. And I would always say, like, there's not many women that are going to start getting mad at you if you're rubbing and scratching their back. That's a pro tip. Pro tip. Back rubs and scratches.
Back rubs. Okay. I'm taking notes, guys.
You're welcome.
Two married guys, you know what I mean, next to me. I got to know these. Writing down.
Back rubs and scratches.
Back rubs.
We'll get you breakfast and dog duty. That's what it'll get you. We'll get you breakfast and dog duty. That's
Big shout out. This is peace, love, music, and 3 honey. We love the women of Organized media family, and we wouldn't be anything without you. Thank you very much, ladies.
100%, bro. Mystery Hanina. Oh, Daki.
Oh, hey. So I did make a video about the USDC X bridge yesterday. Did you guys want to take a look?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Sheesh. All right, I'll pull it up. I'll go to GPSC_STX. That is my handle here. Oh, Blocklift. Big shout out to Blocklift. This just happened to pop up. I'll cover this real quick. Blocklift is hosting a project impact report space, sharing insights from our D-Grant journey and our achievements through Web3 education and community outreach, milestones, lessons, and what's next for scaling impact on Stacks. So be sure to tune in Wednesday, the 4th of February at 2 p.m. ET for the Blocklift project report space. We also have Let Africa Build having a space today at gotta give them a shout out.
I forgot to put that on that. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
I'll get that right on the schedule here in a few minutes, and tune in to this one. I can't wait to listen in and hear from Blocklift, Truth Chain, Boom. 300 is going to be up there as a co-host and speaker. So you guys tune into the Let Africa Build space and follow Let Africa Build. But without further ado, I did make this video. So bridging your USDC and putting it to work in the Bitcoin ecosystem has never been easier. In just short steps, you can take part in real big DeFi. Here's the demo of the bridge. Try it yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, now you're tuned in to GPSC Alpha. Tune your eyes. Don't switch. Don't change the channel. Keep watching. Let's go get some alpha.
Let's go. What's up, guys? It's your boy GP with DeOrganized Media, Zest Protocol, and Stacking Now. Wishing you a very high frequency.
Well, we can hear.
What's up, guys? It's your boy GP with DeOrganized Media, Zest Protocol, and Stacking Now. Wishing you a very high frequency filled day, full of love and shipping. I hope that your day has been very, very productive and very lucrative for you as well. Today we are taking a look at stacks.co and taking a look at the USDC bridge into the Stacks ecosystem. Circle selected Stacks as its debut into Bitcoin DeFi, and it's no wonder why. Stacks is the leading Bitcoin layer by BTC locked within the ecosystem, as well as has one of the biggest and fastest growing dev communities in all of crypto. So really, really cool that Circle has selected Stacks as their to Bitcoin DeFi. So let's take a look at the bridge. getting started, you're going to need a few different things. So two different things here, an Ethereum wallet, a Stacks wallet to start. So today for the demo, I'll be using my Phantom wallet. Oh, is it lagging? Here,
Yeah, it's lagging a
navigate
little
to
bit.
bridge.
So if you want, I'll
Yeah,
let me
let's do a solid.
let me drop it in.
Make sure that we are letting the people get the alpha. You want to make sure they can get the alpha, and if it's lagging, they may miss it. So I don't want them to miss
Right.
it.
And the audio was clear and the screenshots were there, but like there was a lot of lagging on your video, like your
Yeah, the video.
Okay, I got you. I've got to get in cable. It looked like something had chewed through the Ethernet. I'm dangling the dongle again.
oh. Man, it's just like just make sure you don't get caught dangling the dongle. That's the
You gotta dangle it. You dangle it discreetly.
You gotta discreetly dangle.
You gotta
dangling the dongle.
You gotta make sure. You gotta make sure the coast is clear. Yeah.
What's up, guys? It's your boy GP with DeOrganized Media, Zest Protocol, and Stacking DAO, wishing you a very high frequency
Can you
filled
guys
day,
hear this?
full of love and shipping.
Right.
I hope that your day has been very, very productive and very lucrative for you as well. Today we are taking a look at bridge.stacks.co and taking a look at the USDC bridge into the Stacks ecosystem. Circle selected Stacks as its debut into Bitcoin DeFi. And it's no wonder why. Stacks is the leading Bitcoin layer by BTC locked within the ecosystem, as well as has one of the biggest and fastest growing dev communities in all of crypto. So really, really cool that Circle has selected Stacks as their premier into Bitcoin DeFi. So let's take a look at the bridge. Getting started, you're going to need a few different things. So two different things here, an Ethereum wallet and a Stacks wallet to start. So today for the demo, I'll be using my Phantom wallet. Whenever we navigate to bridge.stacks.co, you can see here that you have connect your Ethereum wallet and connect your Stacks wallet up here in the top right. So whenever you click connect Ethereum wallet, you have a few different options. So you have browser wallet and a couple other different wallets here. I have a Phantom wallet, so I'm going to click my Phantom wallet. It's going to connect here, and then I'm going to connect my Stacks wallet. As you can see, there are a few different Stacks wallets here. Today for the demo, I'm going to be using Leather, but you can also use your Express wallet, your Signum multisig, or your 45 wallet. So clicking Leather, and then once you click Leather, you're going to have to approve to confirm, and boom, you're connected to the USDC-X bridge. So first things first is we're going to want to deposit. So you can see your Ethereum address from your Phantom wallet here. And then you can also see your recipient address as your Stacks wallet here. Make sure that both of those are correct before you do any bridging. And then we're just going to select, let's try. So there is a minimum amount of 10 USDC to bridge over. And there are some network fees. There's about 480 to bridge. I'm going to select just a small bit for this demo and do 20 to bridge over into Stacks. So once you've selected 20, inputted the amount that you want to bridge over, and verified that your wallet addresses are correct, you can click Bridge USDC to Stacks, and then it's going to ask you to approve the USDC in your wallet. So once you click Approve, you're going to be prompted in your wallet, your Ethereum wallet over here. Just unlock it. And then check the transaction. You are going to need a little bit of ETH for gas as well. It is about 6 cents in gas. And the estimated time is about 30 seconds to confirm. But spend up to 20 USDC. And I'm going to confirm that in my wallet. And then I'm also going to click Broadcast Request. And there you go. Confirm transaction within your Phantom wallet. And it'll take just a little bit for it to confirm on the Ethereum side of things. So We will tune back in once this transaction has been confirmed. Allow up to 15 minutes or so, and you can see here that it also has a estimated time remaining for that finality. And once that is done, we will come over here and take a look at the next steps. All right, and then we've got the transaction confirmation here. And now circle verification also good. Now we are in the midst of bridging to Stacks, so it is minting USDCX on Stacks. So give that just a few moments and it should be finalized, and you should have your USDCX on Stacks. And then awesome. Your transfer is successful. Your USDC is now usable on Stacks. It is just that easy. So you can see here in the deposit summary, here, that from your address used, the amount, the address that you are bridging to, and the amount of USDCX that you have bridged over. And there you have it. That is how you use bridge.stacks.co to bridge your USDC from ETH over into the Stacks ecosystem. It has never been easier to get your stables into the ecosystem and put them to work. I'm hoping that this video has helped you. Real Bitcoin DeFi exists in the Stacks ecosystem, and there are many ways to put your assets to work. So bridge your USDC over for USDCX today and get started in real Bitcoin DeFi. You guys have a blessed rest of your day, and I'm hoping that the high frequencies follow you and that love surrounds you everywhere that you go. And yeah, let's keep it going. Put your bull horns on. It's time to go. You guys have a blessed day. Peace.
Great stuff, GP. Great stuff. I'm hugely bullish on one of the biggest unlocks, because there's been several great things going on with Stacks, but USDC on Bitcoin with USDCX, and how simple it is to use and cheap, low cost, is a huge unlock. And I really think that combined with the passkey WebAuthn, native WebAuthn built into Clarity 4, Clarity 5's upgrades, the devs that are building on these onboarding things to make it really easy and seamless, combined with USDC being a low cost, low friction way to onboard non-crypto natives with fiat, where they're actually onboarding with dollars and they don't have to actually know that they're really using crypto at all at this point, but they are. That creates a real opportunity. It's really the golden goose of what we've been searching for.
I agree. I agree with that. Whenever you onboard these users, there's so much terminology and things that you have to learn that is very, very steep, especially whenever you're participating in on-chain activity like DeFi, NFTs. There's niches in many things that can empower users, but they have to learn. They have to learn, and the first step is getting them here in a manner that is seamless, and the barrier for entry is very low, right? And once we get them here with these pass key wallets and stuff, then we can begin the education process, right? Like why they want to participate in self-custody, self-sovereignty, participating in a decentralized network, and stacking and to secure the network and earn those BTC rewards. Like the first step is getting them here, and the easier and more options that we have, the better, because not everybody's the same, right? Some people have different risk tolerance, and I feel like the ones that are new, right, and may just want to, experiment with $5 or something like that and bring it over into the ecosystem, or get a pass key and say they did it and begin their crypto journey, right? The easier we make it to onboard into the ecosystem, the better, right? I feel like the onboarding process is, get these pass keys with these passkey wallets that are different, one-click apps, like Pillar. That's a huge deal, right? You can get 1.5x your exposure in just a few clicks. We get those apps running, and then then we start the education process, like BFF.Army, where you can go into the nitty-gritty details, all the terminology, all the wallets that we have, and what self custody, and all of that information is very, very clear and concise there. So it's really cool to see that education piece. I also did see this from the Zest handle, just really quickly posted. Get paid to borrow USDC too. With 1.5 million USDC X now live, benefit from the collateral yield that pays you to borrow stablecoins. Comment and retweet for access. So you go and like and retweet, and then you go comment something like there is no second Zest. Comment that. Oh, boom. There is no second Zest. Like a retweet, and you have a chance to get in on V2. So really, really cool stuff there. Two-piece on the USDC X point. There's a lot that you can do with it already in our ecosystem, and it just launched. And more things are coming.
It's the preference for a dollar stable coin right now on most things, as far as in crypto broadly. Now, we do have some other options in the marketplace on Stacks. I'm a huge fan of what they're doing with Hermetica. I do see some other options as well, like the BSD. We have, Alex and Arcadico have their own stables and stuff like that. So there are already some options in the marketplace for stable coins, but USDC is the one that's most widely recognized. It's cross-chain interoperable amongst many, many ecosystems, including the most popular ones across crypto. So having that just makes it way easier to make Stacks cross-chain, and then Bitcoin functionality cross-chain via Stacks. It's another method. We have Wormhole, we have Wallet Connect, and now we have USDC native on Stacks. That's a huge deal.
Giant. We've been talking about this tier 1 stable for a very long time, and that circle I said it in the video selected Stacks as its mirror into Bitcoin DeFi. Just kind of shows you where the conviction lies. Stacks has been building layer 2 solutions for Bitcoin for a very, very long time. It is the most battle tested Bitcoin layer 2, and it has the most BTC secured within the network than any other Bitcoin L2, right? Fast growing dev community rails for builders such as Dora Hacks and Talent Protocol, and these different biddle battles and hackathons with rewards, right? So this past Dora Hacks hackathon was buildathon was to create an app or integrate USDC X into your existing app. So feel like the incentivization rails are there. We have a very, very passionate, talented dev community, and they believe in decentralized. This is the way.
Yes, 100%. It is the way. This is absolutely how we move forward and integrate crypto into the regular commerce of society. is via USDC and this kind of adoption. And then again, like I was talking about earlier, where we need to build more out on the app layer, apps that are facing users and providing valuable, engaging experiences beyond DeFi. That is the next step towards advancing in that direction. Blockface is in the house. The
Not
unicorn here, people.
yes.
GM block face.
Not
Maybe he is
hearing
not
you.
here.
You muted. Yes, I mean, I thought it was very good timing because we were talking about USDC X in the syndicate. Some of
No
the
one
guys
said peg in either. We didn't say
Nobody
peg
said
in one
peg in.
time.
Peg in. Maybe his mic start working.
Say it 3 times.
yes.
You are P.
But him and the syndicate, you know, big shout out to Aiden and Rocky. They all developed an app for this Biddle, you know, on door hacks for USDC X.
I think today's the deadline for that too.
So I
Is
would love-
today the deadline for that?
We're already
Yeah.
like the submission deadline already passed. So in about a week from
Oh,
a week to 2 weeks after the submission deadline, the winners are announced. But yeah, I would love to hear a little bit about what they were building and working on.
Let me actually I think we could probably just yeah, I got it up here. The Dora hacks anyway, so let me bring that up. We can actually just walk through it anyway. You might have been having some connectivity issues. Let's see. We got
I don't know if are the submissions public. I do have something here. Let me go to
They
my
are.
page. Let's see, I've got some bookmarks here, and he did tag me in what he was building.
Are the submissions over yet?
wow, there are already there are a ton of submissions. 64 projects.
There are.
That's huge. That's a great turnout. 64
was.
projects for a $3,000 prize is pretty solid, for sure. I wish I actually had gone through this earlier. Let me see. I'm sure. I don't know what the project. I don't know what he named his project. Do you?
His project is actually
Wallen has
named.
one. Kohler has one in there. MAS Network Takeo has one in there. Tim.
I think
this
it's
is-
Short Starter is
this is
his.
Tim. What is it?
Short Starter.
Short starter. This one right here. Rocky
that is.
from Exponent. All right, let's take a look. Yep, they got a 2-minute trailer. We'll check that out. Hold on a second. Let's check the overview. We've got Short Starter combines TikTok style content discovery with Kickstarter crowdfunding mechanics powered by Stacks blockchain. Creators fund high quality short form content while fans get direct ownership in the shows they back. That's interesting. Investors purchase film-specific tokens at a 1-to-1 rate with USDCX. Fractional ownership is tracked on-chain, settled by Bitcoin. Let's take a look at this.
Welcome to Short Starter, tokenization of cinema, now on Stacks. All we gotta do is connect our Stacks wallet to log in and hit confirm. And now we're in. So we can see our 2 films right now. So how this works is these are composed of shorts. So we can go into the video player. What we can do is just like TikTok, we can scroll through the videos, and if we want to invest in this film, we'll click this invest button and it'll load up our interface, and we can see the film has raised $19 so far. Very new, but you can see for my earnings, I've earned 3.3 a little more 3 USDCX on stacks. So what I'm going to do is I'm a little bit short on tokens, so I'll invest $5 into this film. And if we want to see our transaction, it'll show up on the Explorer. So we can see it's confirmed, so we're good to go. And we can see we invested in the films. And if we want to go back, we can go to the next film. So that's what this is for. We can go back and forth between the films, just like TikTok. Now, I built in a bridge to this application. So I'm gonna connect my MetaMask wallet, and we can see from here, I will bridge over 20 USDC to stacks. Very easy to do, built right into the app. So reduces friction. Right now block times are pretty long, so I do have a warning, but we can see our bridge is initiated. So eventually we'll receive USDC, and then it will pop up in our wallet. So I have our wallet connection, our stacks, USDC, and some of the links. But the important thing is we are now able to tokenize films and reward investors on stacks with USDC. So I'm going to claim the money that I've earned from film revenue. And we can see here that I've already claimed it. I'll go back to my wallet and you can see it has now appeared. This is live on the testnet, fully functioning. If you're more on the technical side, there's a little interface if you just want to see what we can do with the smart contracts, just as a user and as an admin. So I'll keep it short and sweet if you want to dig into that yourself. But I hope you enjoyed the demo, and I hope that you have a great day.
Wow, this is perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect
exactly.
for what Tenderly's doing, and a little bit of like what we have planned as well. Me and 300 plan to cook some sort of animated series. Maybe this is a platform that we can use to kind of bit of that.
That is true.
Hey guys,
What's up?
What's up, Mike?
Good morning,
Who is
brother.
here?
Missed you.
Blockface?
I miss you guys too. Do you mind scrolling through the rest of the page?
Sure.
Little diagrams for the nerds in the audience. This was inspired by who's the CEO of Subblock Films. This is all not only powered by Stacks, Circle, the Circle Reserve, USDCX, USDC, but this is also inspired by Prince at Cinnablock Films, who has the license under SEC and FINRA. So this combines the technological advancements, right, with stablecoins, with the ever-evolving regulations around such activities dictated by Clarity, Genius, and they call it Reg CF for crowd. So that's kind of the rest of the story. But if you scroll down through there, you'll see Aiden's technical drawings for any of the developers looking to take advantage. Yeah, Aiden's all grown up.
So, well, honestly, I was gonna say his voice actually sounds like he's regressing maturation wise, but it might just be it's been a while since I heard him. But and now I'm looking at this. I wonder if Dora Hacks is a vector for going and stealing the best ideas from all of the developers and just
it's
pulling
not
the best
stealing,
bits and pieces
it's
from all of the
open
projects.
source. It's open source. That's the language we're supposed to use.
Right. Right. It's not theft when it's just there for the taking.
It's not theft if it's not theft
it's not theft if it's being given away.
Yeah. So, Blockface, what are you going to do with the 3,000 that you're going to win?
You know what? With you, I have an answer. Do you know Wilfred? Wilfred is a up and coming developer on Stacks, and
Hold on a minute. Oh no, you are on there.
Mhm.
Wilfred.
Right, I'm sorry.
When's he coming on the show?
Yeah. So Wilfred has been getting lovable project connected to smart contracts on testnet for Stacks. He's out in Nigeria. He's a student out there, and we've been talking to him for a while. And I came to find out. Single tenses, that he's doing everything on his phone. Like, oh man, doing everything on your phone
Wow.
is incredible. A computer, and I have a Mac fucking M2, and he's, blazing a trail on his phone, and he's showing me screenshots of him editing code on his phone. And so any pros, we're just going to write back into people like Wilfred, get him a laptop, so I'm a part of the next hackathon submissions, and take part in some of the agency work and further his mentorship under Rocky and Aiden as a developer.
That's a great move, and I know
Wow.
it's difficult getting machine there's a huge expense in getting parts into. I'm assuming he's in Nigeria because so many of the growing Stacks African development community is in Nigeria. I could be wrong,
Yeah.
but it's I know
It's easier to put it that way. Rocky has a laptop sitting at his feet that he's not using, but
Well, it's easier to buy. It's easy. It's cheaper to buy the laptop in Nigeria, but the parts aren't always as updated, and so you might need to update parts anyway. And then you're still
right.
shipping them in, and you're still got the problems there. So it's if we can find a way to make it cheaper and or more cost effective to deliver things to Nigeria, I think it would be a great development.
Sometimes what I found in shipping things internationally is that there's not a one-to-one relationship between the things you send and the things that get received. You know what I'm saying?
The things that get actually delivered and or picked up at the post office. And or there's some extra duties that you weren't expecting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, that's what I hear. That's what I hear, and I know. So I don't have a ton of experience with this, but there is the most experience I have with it was when Crypto Dude was trying to get a new machine for Crypto Smith and get it over to him in Nigeria, and we talked to Sam at Let Africa Build. Sam actually was like, "Oh, if you guys are sending stuff, I might order some parts too for you guys to ship, or maybe have you guys build me a machine." And Sam ended up going a different direction. I don't know how that actually ended up going, but
Sam is the reason.
I know
Sam is the reason that I told Rocky that instead of shipping a laptop, unlock Wilfred's ability to buy one locally, right? Because of what Sam suggested. The shrinkage that may occur in international.
Well, and that was his advice too. Like I think that's why he ended up deciding just not to bother trying to buy a machine and source it here, because he figured out a way to do it some other way, which didn't need to be explained to me.
For me, I choose the China route because it's much cheaper to ship from China, and also there are what we call shipping agents. There is somebody who's there who can liaise with the with the warehouse. That will be this side. So you give that guy or that company that ships, that handles all the duty and clearance. So that is what I do when I buy from China. I send to a Chinese shipping agent, and then they have connections this side with the shipping agent this side. So it will be, they charge per kg. That is what I do even when I try to get things outside. Because if I use the normal postage, you are not going to get the same item that you sent, and also get charged a lot of amounts.
That is
Yeah,
a
that, and there's definitely going through China. Well, China, it actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it makes sense that China would have the best shipping options, since they basically are the manufacturing center for the world.
You don't wanna
right now.
know how much I got this in China on Taobao.
How much?
I got it for $100, but this one is cost 300. It's a Hero 10, the Hero 10. So for a PC that you are trying to send, you can get it for 3,000, 2,000 that side. But on Taobao, it will cost like 1K. It will cost like 1K. If you check on Taobao, you can just buy it, and then you can put the address of the person that you want to send it to. They can get it for a good amount, and also the shipping will just be normally they charge $20 per kg. So yeah, which will be including all the duty, because if you send it via DHL,
yo man, believe me, we have a charity that like sends backpacks to Ghana for kids. Like even there are obstacles, but can you imagine Rocky's listening right now? I'm gonna clip this. Can you just say that all again? Because he's the one that said, "Hey, we really want to support Wilfred." So imagine talking to Rocky. Tell him what you just told me.
Okay, so you want to support the guy who's in a third world country. So what you do is there are route that you can use. Like for example, myself, I get my products sent via China. Like for example, you want to buy, let's say, a MacBook for the guy who wants to use it for the devs. What you need to do is you can go on websites like Taobao, 1688, or even AliExpress, but Taobao is much more legit, and also they sell original products. So you can buy that item, and then you look for shipping forwarder in that country. Like for example, Nigeria, every country they are shipping forwarder. If you ask even the person that you're buying from, you can say that I want to deliver this to Nigeria using a freight forwarder. So if you get a freight forwarder, you buy that item from that warehouse or store that you find on Taobao. They'll send it to the warehouse of the Chinese freight forwarder, and then it connects to the Nigeria. Like for example, if you want to send it to Nigeria, you send it to Nigeria. For example, Zimbabwe, I already know some of the shipping agents that are here this side. They charge per kg when the product is there, so your guy is not going to be ripped off, because they normally from this side they charge $20 per kg. So let's say, for example, I got a PC that's weighing 4 kgs. I'll just pay close to $100. But if I use the normal postage, DHL, and these other couriers, they are going to charge you for shipping, and then you're going to be charged by the customs duty a percentage of the value of the amount that you bought that thing for. So I think your guy should look for shipping for others. I'll try to even assist in looking for that on Facebook. You can find them on Facebook, because at this side I already know the shipping for others. I hope that makes total sense. And also, if you want to know how to buy on this Chinese website, I can assist you. And I know now how to negotiate. You can negotiate the price, and also even talk using our persona AIs, using translating to Mandarin. So yeah, I'll teach you to do that.
Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, so that's what we would do with a portion of the 3,000 is to plow it back into the mentees that have been performing over the past year that we cultivated.
Oh,
Going back to the mid-
he was here just long enough. Oh, he's back.
hope
That's twice.
since
That's
what I was saying.
He's back. We didn't have to.
Yeah.
3 times. That's third time.
So hope it made sense what I was saying. I hope it was more understandable.
Crystal clear.
Yeah, 300%. 300%.
Yep.
Alpha.
Welcome to DeOrganized, where you learn everything in life, even in marriage. We were talking about marriage a few minutes ago, but now you're talking about shipping. So yeah,
Back up some
DeOrganized
scratches,
is
guys.
the show.
That's nice. We can talk about marriage. 'Cause, we can talk about marriage because I'm divorced. You know,
But that was a long time ago, wasn't it, Mike?
feels like yesterday sometimes.
It always feels that way. It always
That's
feels
what she
that way.
said. Yeah.
That's what she
Yeah,
said.
no,
That was a
no,
good.
that's why you get divorced.
Very good at That's a good timing there, like with the that's what she said.
Cadence is everything.
Yeah.
It is, dude.
That's why drummers are considered musicians.
Mm.
Ooh.
So
Spicy.
That
So-
joke.
yeah, like I can't help myself. I'm not a
No,
drummer.
no, you
I'm actually not. I have good rhythm. I have very good timing. I can't drum. I can't do too many things. Like I can't. I just can't. I can do a simple beat, like a little like like kind of
yeah,
thing.
dude.
But I
It's
can't.
difficult.
Well,
It's difficult.
I'm not
It's
sure-
hard to play
Stop
on a
putting my
set.
feet in there. Forget it.
I'm not
I
sure
played a
if you
snare
heard-
for a long time.
I'm not sure.
In
if you
marching
heard-
band?
It is the kid.
You're
is
marching
something-
band?
Yeah,
You're marching band kid? All right.
Yeah, the
All
kid.
right.
Well, I wasn't in a marching band, but like I was preparing to be, and then in high school, I didn't continue. But I played the snare drum for a few different years and all sorts of different percussion, timpani, xylophone.
Oh, contraband in middle school?
Yeah,
Nice.
middle school. Yeah, so I was preparing for all of that, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Yeah, I played all sorts of percussion.
Nice. No, that's fun too. You
Playing
probably got
keys.
well, you probably got some xylophone in percussion.
Yes, that's where. So for them, I played that a lot, and whenever I was playing the xylophone, and it was Christmas break, the teacher wanted us to continue practicing. So this is the best way to practice. You can't just get a very expensive. So he said the same notes as a keyboard. So get yourself a keyboard. That over Christmas break. I just loved playing the piano, like and keys, man. That's where I landed as far as percussion.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason why a lot of songs are written on a keyboard, even though they may not even utilize a keyboard in the final production of the song. It's because everything's right there, and if you know music, it's really right there. So it's a great way to learn music too. Like if you're looking to learn music, as a person who learned a lot of music on, I played the trumpet in elementary school, middle school, a little bit of high school. Actually, I played a version of the trumpet called a mellophone in high school for like 3 weeks, and then I was like, wait a minute, I'm in band. I did band because football took too much time, and I'm actually spending more time in band than I was in football. I can't do this. But piano is actually a great medium for learning music, like actual like
it's music theory. Yeah, theory. Yeah. And if you want to learn cadence, you play the drums, right? It's one of those things. It's the same note all the way through, but it's different, like cadence notes. It's not the. It's about bringing the bang to the music.
Right. Well,
You're banging on drum.
You got, I guess, a couple of components, which are rhythm and melody and harmony. That's what makes music, and then the structure and the movement between those things. It's actually why in many band situations the bass player tends to be the most sophisticated musician in most bands, because they have to actually kind of master both rhythm and you can't play any instrument without rhythm, by the way. Like, it doesn't actually turn out if you're not playing on time. But playing on time and keeping time is not the same thing, and the bass player has to do both.
No. Yeah. And also what to play depending on their other musicians too, right? A lot of them can improv, and I think that's pretty. Have the funk within them.
No, yeah. Bass notes create the different tensions and harmony and rhythm at the same time.
It's fun talking music with you, dude. We do it every once in a while, and it's like, yeah. Let's
I need to play more music. I really
haven't played in a long time.
I don't play often enough. I wish there was a low latency medium to play. I don't know if you can really get together. I don't know if they've mastered that yet. I haven't really paid attention, but if there's a way to kind of get musicians together remotely and sync
maybe
up.
something that you can put together on Stacks. Like a meetup place for musicians and onboard some talent.
Well, you could create. So the app doesn't have to be decentralized and on Stacks, right? But the commerce piece of it could be, and the account management piece could be, and the access management piece could be,
put together a recording studio. What is that? Jim?
What's that?
Is it Jim.btc?
Oh, Jim.
Jim.
I haven't heard from Jim in a while. I hope he's okay. I know he's had rough luck and just before everything,
and also
side thing. Hunter.
Also, Long Street. I don't know where is he at. One of the music OGs. I remember back in the days that we did a collaboration of all the music artists. I forgot the NFT name, where the wave files were placed in a drive. So everybody has to take a drum, flute, or whichever that you got in the drive and of the song. So yeah, all the artists were gathered together, and also a lot of artist OGs were in there. So
I love those kind of exercises where you are given an instrument or a sample or a sound, and you have to use it to make music, because it really is a great exercise for spurring creativity. And I've definitely gotten some really interesting things out of exercises like that, for sure. I think I lost everybody. I hope it's not me.
No, yeah, I just got a call. I'm taking for a second, and then looks like free.
Yeah, no worries. Let me. It's actually just about the hour anyway, so it's a great conversation all around today. Bruce in the back.
Yeah, Bruce in the background.
He is such a good dog, man. He just sits there. He's chilling.
He's
hanging out. He doesn't
don't
bother
listen,
you.
though.
Trying to get your
I told him not to get on the bed.
We're actually
there
at
the bed.
the end of the day.
He wants hard. He's the DeOrganized mascot. So We already know
He
Bruce
is.
jumping up on
He
the
is.
bed when he's not supposed to.
Oh,
He's goofy. He's a
that's why he has that look. He's like, here I am. I'm not supposed to be
He's a
here,
good
but
boy.
I'm just gonna get head pats. Oh, I love you.
You
G.
see that? You see that?
Bruce,
Yeah,
the
dude.
organized mascot.
So today at
is
11
always
a.m.
featuring every day.
Yeah.
Wait,
He's
honey,
here
you have
with
a
us,
giraffe?
bro.
You had a giraffe at the window? We don't do giraffes on Find2Earn. Did that?
Yeah, yeah. You remember that right now I'm broadcasting live from the mountains. So this background that you're seeing, it's a virtual background. So there's a giraffe behind me. That is why the network is dropping. So yeah,
He's blocking the signal with his big neck.
yeah. So I had to dangle the dongle a little bit, dangle the dongle a little bit.
Great stuff. Great stuff, guys. A great show. We got all sorts of conversations going on. We talked about stacks. We talked about hackathons. We talked about onboarding people with new technology, USDC adoption, how to keep on your wife's good side, what might be the most valuable information we dropped today amongst many. We got Bitcoin Pepe at 11 a.m. That also probably means we have the Pokemon tournament going on in the Zest Discord.
It's gonna be
at
right
11
there in the
a.m.
Stacking Down Discord. Come jump in.
Stacking down
Let's
Discord. You guys should just make one Discord for the two projects, right? That would make probably everybody's life a little bit easier, at least one person's life, right? That's it.
Do the fusion dance.
Why not? Why split the community there? And then we have what time is Sam's thing? At noon or 1?
11 a.m. ET. Lots
It's
going.
it's 11.
11 a.m. ET. I think
Everything's at 11. That's
everything's at 11.
challenging. Damn, Sam, why Sam? We got to do this better. All right, so I'm going to be busy at 11 o'clock, but after that I should be a little bit freed up. So there's not a whole lot else going on. I have houses and real estate stuff to do this afternoon, so we'll be rocking some stuff. Also, we will end our stream between 1:30 and 2 p.m. today, and to allow Bitcoin Live to run some other stuff that they're doing outside of DeOrganized in the Restream account. Thank you all for tuning in today. I am Peace Love Music. We are DeOrganized Media, coming at you live on Bitcoin Live, decentralized broadcasting every Monday through Friday. Thank you all for tuning in today. Y'all have an amazing day. Peace out.
Later, guys. Peace.
Games that satisfy the high. Hunters come running, it keeps them alive. Scouring the planet.